Good evening. My name is Adamar Wood. They call me the Sleepy Meister, but I'm not going to let that stop me from getting back to this. This game is just so much, it's more than a little engrossing. uh, so this is where I left things off, staring down on that river. Okay, I want to... I'm going to be picking this right back up where I left off, so hopefully people caught up. If not, there are going to be quite a few shocks, I think. But at any rate, there are a couple of things that I wanted to still take care of, heading back to the island, wandering around, before I head into the newly opened area. Starting with, if I get back down here, that freaking the words will come to me. Give me a moment. Why am I not seeing the way out of here? Go back up, does it? Okay, there we go. Boomeranged back on me there. Where's the closest? It's probably closest to go this way, huh? I usually do turn my computer off fairly regularly. But, it has been stuck on. There you go. Like there was an invisible wall or something I was hitting. Maybe a loading going slower than it probably should have. Okay, so let's see. All sorts of things I want to contemplate here. Big long one on the side of the mountain I've done. The one that was up in here sort of eluded me the last time I sailed by it. And I think there's another path up in here. But, for now... For now, let me just... sort of head into the inland dock here. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. And maybe, just maybe, something tells me I actually will be able to draw that line. I get just the right angle on this. I suppose would be further to the right. That's exactly where the boat's going. We look at it from a steep enough angle, that should all fill in. It's trying to warm up. Come on. It really wants to go. It really wants to go. Almost there. On. Ah. It won't go any further than that. On. Come on! Oh, nuts. There might be some other element to this. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Maybe the reflection? No. No, that's no better. No, we're stuck here. Unless... Might be one of those cases where I need to stop the boat perhaps in just the right spot, but... Maybe there's another alternative here. Yeah, exactly. But maybe, just maybe, with a little patience... Yeah. As the boat continues to move forward, the dumpster behind it comes into view and fills in the color. I just have to be patient and hold this. It should let me through. Oh no, you're kidding me! Damn it! No, I will have to come up with an alternative. Yeah, if I could... Alright, I need to not dock the boat. That's what I need to do. I need to actually sail past this spot. And then do it on the fly. That's how that's gonna have to happen. I'm not going to do that right this instant, though. I think the game is trying to load. I think that's why it's walling me off right now. And I think by limiting CPU, this is taking a while. I knew what it was that's making it want to flare up as much as it is, though. Did I? Oops. Wow. And this walls me off. It really walls me off. Loxy, hello. There you go. Let me go now. So... somewhere near where our whole thing started... the trailer... Alright, let me see if I can improve this any. Hope I don't regret doing this. See, where was that thing? been all over the place, and I still really haven't mastered my sense of direction around here. Sense of place is still a little off. The mountain village. The game needs a compass. Would kind of help, I suppose. Well, it does have high ground. That is one thing it has. Lots of conveniently located high ground. And the odd spot of glare. I need to figure out how to fill in those spots of color there. But I think that's actually coming in the very near future. Yeah. Oh! Actually, there is something I can do around here that I hadn't, something I actually forgot about. So, I should know how to do this now. It's just a question of... Oh, so it's gonna be those trees, I think. Find the right... Maybe? No. I don't think there's a... No. The hard part is, the ground beneath this thing isn't really flat. If I just extrapolate? Does that make a certain amount of sense? That should be good enough, I guess. There we go. Okay. And you go up to... You go down to here, alright. And this is probably where the path I see here comes into play. 4x4 grid. And that definitely would fit in that. It would fit in that grid. Okay. I think I got that. So it would be... Yeah. It had even lit up that wire there. That's new. I have not seen anything even remotely like this one before. A lot of potential tabs here. have the nagging suspicion that I would very much be penalized if I tried to guess. There's one dead end that doesn't look like a tab. It just, does nothing. Huh. Hey, Smick. Well, I could always just say, screw you, Jonathan, and just try all of them. It's not going to take that long to do, but let's face it. What fun would that be? And yeah, I got punished for it in exactly the manner I expected to be. Then I would have to go back and do this one again. So I will wait on that. I won't cheese it out. Maybe I'll get some insight on that later. Hello. Look at that. I think I saw another one of those sorts of things elsewhere. Look like a perfect circle from most angles, but leaf on that side. Ooh, I wonder if there's some angle I can see that from that makes this make more sense. Seem to be. But it, certainly is a distinctive thing. Find. Can't seem to, like, look in a direction that puts it behind something else of the same color, where I might possibly be able to draw a line from it. And given where it's located in a tree, there's only so much perspective I can have on it in the first place. Red back there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to see that together. Oh well. It wasn't the thing I was planning on doing first, but because I am here in the village, I may as well tackle this one. Alright. Now that I know how these stars work, I should be able to actually properly solve this. That's 15, and I think... No. That's the right number of cells, but you can't actually form 5 L's out of that shape. Nope, that certainly won't work. There perhaps some other... Obviously, if I were to do that, then we would have an L here and an L here. You then can't fill in a 3x3 square with 3 L's. Hmm. So what shape can I make that will fit that? Will fit that need? While still maintaining what I need to do with the stars, which is pair them off. Absolutely, positively not work. Not in the slightest. And I'm really forced, though. I have to include the entire top row. Having great difficulty visualizing this. It doesn't seem like it should be too difficult. It's just a matter of just picturing the right pattern that does what I need it to do. What do I get? Oops. That's way too many cells. Wait a minute. One, two, three. That should do it. Yes! Okay. Yes, and now I can view that door through this one. Okay, so that's the proper coloration. Well, let me solve it from here. No. Okay, needs to go... Hold on a moment. Are those are stars, right? Yeah, that's right. They are. They're stars. Okay. So I can have multiple stars of the same color in one group. I just have to... doesn't quite work. And that has to create an intersection. Okay. Yeah, I think it needs to go... it's going to be easier to picture from the exit than the start. It needs to do something like this, then come back around and cut it here. Alright, and then cordon those two off. Alright, so... like this... and... no, that's 3 blacks. Yeah. Oh, I thought I pictured it. Why am I having so much difficulty trying to draw this forward? Should go... unless I'm just mentally... I'm going through that intersection twice. That is a problem. Thank you for that follow. I greatly appreciate it. Enjoy your stay here. I'm finding it somewhat enjoyable, if mind-racking. This is like the puzzle that I was stuck on in the treetop area. I actually did solve that. It did eventually come to me how to do it. But, this is actually a slightly more complicated version of that one, and I'm trying to sort of transfer it in. So these count as if they're all the same color, these count as if they're the same color, and these count if they are the same color. Viewed through the yellow lens, which is exactly what I was expecting, but, yeah, this pattern of stars here, you kind of need to do something like this to cut off the two on the end, and then later come through here to get 1, 2, 3 blocks out of them. I'm gonna have to cut through here, and it looks like through here and through here. Can I actually just say start by doing that? Yeah, that's it. That's the answer right there. Okay. And so I now have a visual on you, and I'm guessing that... try looking out from this door. I stand far enough back. Battery offer, hello? Looks like we've got what we need in the form of this chunk of wood here. Will it let me draw the path from here? It will. Okay, great. And that has... in and out of the building. Here's that red wire. Ah! There we go. We are literally in there. I've been waiting for this one for a while. Here. We'll go higher and higher, straight up we'll climb. Oh, we got a little pitchy at the end there, sorry about that. This door ain't open. That's disappointing. I use this perspective to, oh, it looks like I might be able to... No. Not to mention it's blocked over here anyway. Thought I might be able to just use this while I'm up here. That's unfortunate. Not sure what leads to that either. I don't see any wires. Connecting to this place up that high. A great new vantage point and all, but... Just too much of an angle, I think. Because I figured there was a second path using this that went the other way from that fork. But... Doesn't want to trigger from here. How many lasers have we gotten? Count them yourself. Actually, it's kind of hard to do that, isn't it? Since one comes from behind. 7. We were in the mountain at the end of the last session. We didn't do much inside, but here I am, shamelessly using the streamer Wii again. That looks oddly precise, if you know what I mean. And although I can't see it well from here, I know that that red ball should be in that tree somewhere nearby. Huh. But I'm standing at this corner. This is just far too straight. It really makes me suspicious. Ooh! Hello! I have the feeling... Oh, no, I can do that from here. There we go. To the towers! That's sort of what I need to do, too. I apparently had the right idea regarding that skip, but, I was, just not at the right distance from it, I guess. Yeah, the stream is unfortunately probably going to hiccup on slight occasions. I might actually, at the halfway point, break the stream and restart the computer and try loading it up again, because it is definitely struggling more than I would like it to, and I think it's because it hasn't restarted in a while. Had a number of issues I've been trying to I've only had moderate success. As I delay my statement as I see another encoding overload trigger. I need to work my way back to the start area. And seem to have lost my perspective on where precisely that is. I know this much, at least. I head toward the quarry, the desert area, then work my way back from there. Then I'll get to where I'm looking for. I do not need any hints whatsoever. I am sure I will figure it out later. Yeah, this, my temporary solution to mitigate encoding overloads has a very nasty side effect. It takes a long time to load up new areas. I have a lot of invisible wall syndrome. Okay, so I am beginning to get the distinct impression that, each line that I complete in the overworld only marks one spot on one pillar. So holy crap, there are a lot of them. Something tells me these are actually intended to not only show which ones have been done, which ones remain, but also perhaps serve as a guide as to where they're located. You be haunted by circles and lines. Seems legit. Because I think I know what one I did that triggered that. And it is indeed in this direction where it's facing. It was from here down to here when I get further over. I didn't get a line to match up on top, but the reflection in the water I was able to draw a line for. Although actually, from up here, I bet I can do it from here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And I already did its reflection in the water underneath it. Yeah, so this must face where those lines are. So that other one... And Sheiks, thank you for the host. Really appreciate it. Seems to me that I might be able to... Well, not by going down. I go back up. No, I can't go left or right from there. I deviate too far from this spot. And I'm not going to have... I'm not going to have the angle that I need. Well, since I don't know what you mean by redacted, I can't really be sure. But There are definitely some spots that I need to go back to. Which is kind of why I'm even out here in the first place right now. Sort of have a... Whoops. How did I miss the doorway? I have this little list, as it were, mentally, of things I need to get back to. And try to take care of. And, it has been... Whoa! This is... new. I don't think I've wandered up into here before. Okay, I think this is what I needed to find to solve that other puzzle. Right, so obviously this is applying to this. So it's up here, it's this one? Yeah, okay. So where did this go? I need to look at... Let's, here we go. Second and then third. Oh! Twisty branch. But I bet it follows the actual tree branch rather than the visual of how it appears. So, second and then fourth, I'm guessing? Yeah, it's where the ends are drawn disambiguates it. He thought of that. I've not been in this area at all. So second and then third. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. This is from the other side of the tree. Because you have to go by where that spot is missing. So, yeah, I basically have to mirror image it. It's you and then you. Yeah, okay. Keep walking by, like, entire zones on this island. Yeah! Yeah, I never wandered up this way before. Okay. So where is the doohickey? I've been up the front of this windmill before. I've not been behind it like this yet. This is new. This is new to me. In fact, I should take a moment to sort of walk around this place. Alright, I'm probably going to be opening that shortly. So where might the apple be? Or is there some spot where I can infer what must have been meant? I wonder if one of the blades of this thing is a trail. Anywho. The tree right here does seem to have several broken branches. 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 broken branches. So, this is probably the one. Here's the question. How do I know which path is the right path? Because I don't see an apple. And this is definitely the proper perspective on the aha! There is actually a 4th broken branch. This one. That is very much drawn here. 3rd and 3rd. 3rd and 3rd. There we go. Okay. Yeah. In case you haven't noticed, I've sort of been doing this in a depth-first search for the most part. We hear. Of course. The apple from the last tree, of course. Oh! Ooh. That looks, worrisome. Internal organs, lungs, heart. Ugh. Lines of nature. Okay. Little trees. So, did this actually lead to anything meaningful? I mean, is there like a ley line here? That's what I'm calling them now, ley lines. Or do we have, You have a lot of chutzpah, you know. Even mentioning that thing that I damn near banned you for before. I actually did go over it, but, let's just say my docket is more than a little full at the moment. No? You didn't know? It's true. I assure you. There is at least one word in the English language for each individual letter of the alphabet to be silent in. Every single letter of the alphabet is silent in at least one word. Oh, I don't remember the list off the top of my head. list of examples. I know that Fox has a list of it. One of his vids. And no, I don't remember which one, sorry. Well, I seem to have solved this little puzzle arc. It does not seem to have led me... Well, that's a spot. Does not seem to have led anywhere further. This neat little area and all, but doesn't seem to be anything specific in here for me to look for. Sound issues starting to get worse. This game is a very clever ape. It's definitely trying its ways. No doubt about that. Some guy told me that a double positive never makes a negative. Yeah, right, listen. Oh, man. Okay, well, I go back to where I last saw one of those sign puzzles and see if I can solve that now. I already answered that question a couple of minutes ago, Every Offer. If you don't remember the answer, you can go back and watch the VOD later. I don't like needlessly repeating myself. So what have we got here? A lot there that seem to... Was near the end of the line? Keeping my sense of direction active here is proving to be problematic for me. Atypically problematic. Okay. So, this is an abstract version of this. We've definitely got 4 main branches. But they're all drawn like just straight lines. They're all linear. They're not forking as much as usual. You've typically got the, let's see, this branch actually has... Wait a minute, are you on that? Yes, you are, okay. Is there only one of these for which all the notches are present? There is. Okay. And, this branch is clearly lower than this one. So I'm going to pseudo guess that what he's looking for is this? Nope. Darn. Unless there's a broken... This tree seems to have more branches. Yeah, well, the first thing I think of when I look at this is, you know, a coordinate grid, but obviously that's not how it's intended to be interpreted. Not sure how it is. We've got 2 broken branches. This is the... There's 1 broken branch there. And there's 1 broken branch there. Yeah, it's got to be... Maybe if I look at it from top down, it'll be the 6th. I hit the 7th one before. That was the one I tried before. Let me try this one. That is the one, alright. So where does this wire go? Into the window. Alrighty. Wait. This is... I've made this mistake before. That's actually not where this leads. Up in there. Pretty sure I've been up there. I'm just blanking on the actual route. There's the door I couldn't open before, and there is a wire... Yeah. Okay. Here's the window. Oh my! Well, this seems to be a simple enough dodge the shadow. Huh? Yep. You have got to be kidding me! They all go into here? Alright, so apparently that was just one interpretation to the puzzle. And I need to find 2 more. I do see that there's a spot in the center to start from and a spot here to start from. And there are tabs here and here that the wires come out of. Okay, so... Branch counting like you've never experienced before. Okay. So what I have here is one puzzle with interpretations. And I think I just found another one. But it's not going to let me draw that line from here. Because it's, of course, covering the line. Okay. Up and left. 2/3. Okay. Up 1, left 2 twice. And a box to exit. Okay. So. Up and left. Around 2/3. Okay. There's the red wire, apparently. And now, how do I find an interpretation for that last spot? Where can I view this puzzle from above? I might be able to. I can figure out a... Oh, well, here we go. Stairwell right up, on the back side. There's that panel that is on. Oh, we got ourselves Glare City, and sure enough, there's a path being drawn in the glare. Given the complete lack of glare in this area where it looks like it would need to start, it must go through here. Let me just make sure I get the rest of the path right from there. Okay. Oops, nope, I need a little more space. Turn that corner. Oops, wait, hold on, what? Okay. Like this. Should be in... Yeah, there's the angle. Okay. That should do it. And oh, at long last, this one is on. Okay, and I see how to start it. Oh, wait a minute, there are 3... Oh, wow, this is... Okay. Right, so obviously the branch is giving me this. And then I need to see... Alright, so this puzzle is actually going to be... I'm gonna have to write these down. I already know how to interpret the bottom, and that's glare from the tower. I've pointed that out before. So what I need to find is a spot where I can look at the middle in some manner that's going to determine the... it looks like this is what's going to open that door. Determine how the center of this works. But, well, actually, I draw the line from here. You can see the top portion, so I don't actually need to draw that much in. But I suppose I'm going to anyway. Let's see. Draw this series of X's on my paper here. To the middle of them. And it would start here, it would go up. Down around half the hexagon. And then start in toward the center. Okay. So, with that having been noted, let me go back to where I know I can see. Oh, right, yeah, where I bounced the laser. Can I draw? Nope. Not that way, but there's another route that goes this way. Yep, fed the tower right there. It's like I can see the path from here, starting from here and ending here. Tiny ass little rock is in the way. That's what I'm gonna need that tower for, I think. Cute. Real cute. Okay, so, right, I know what I need to do. I know where I need to be to do it. Just, see if I can find my way there again. It's certainly one of the more fascinating areas in the game. Yep. Here's where you can see it. That actually, that alone might cover it. There might not be a third portion. Because that actually looks like it goes right from the center. So that goes across the bottom of the top hex. Top of the bottom hex, and into its center. Right again, and then down and around the bottom. I knew I was going to be quizzed on this later. I don't know why I just write it down then. Okay, although the center portion of it does seem a little... Will let me draw the line from here. Well, it suffice to just go... Yes, it will. Okay. That was actually just a two-part puzzle. I was expecting it to be 3, but it's only 2. Okay, where? There we go. Climb every mountain. Oh, what? Okay. This way.
Thank you. I hope that just happened just now. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, the path doesn't line up, but actually no, that is actually where the path ends, so yeah, I can do that. And I did, of course, say pew when the laser fired. I don't think you would have missed anything else. I said thank you, Skippy, for the host. It was right when he hosted me that it died. All right. Well, you know what? I don't think it's really my fault. I don't think it's my mic's fault. Ah. That sound effect took a long time to play. Alright. I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. It's not your fault tonight, Mike. It's alright. You don't have to apologize. It's not your fault. You get the rest of the night off. You get to go up here and relax. Not your fault. Yes, I do thank you for that, host. I already got this ley line. Something tells me I don't actually get extra credit for additional lasers. I don't think you actually have a fourth path to feed me. Although, a game like this, who can tell? I'm not immediately seeing anything else assailable from up here. But I will give it another close look. Yeah, I think that about covers it. That and the humming is getting to me, so let's get down. So that was neat. There's another one we can chalk up. Cleared away. Alright, so I've got multiple reasons to get on that boat. But first, I keep telling myself I need to circle back to the start. Yeah, like this one. There we go. I can do it from way back there. I was trying to do it from, say, like, here-ish. Yeah, you need to be further away on that one, which is kind of strange, but okay. Yeah, this is closer to where it all began. And I suppose I should more thoroughly check the start area again, now that I have a whole new set of things to look for. Yeah, you have to do that from the boat. You have to do that on a flyby. Although I don't know how much... There is a wire in here that isn't lit right now, but I'm fairly... Hold on. No? That very much looks like the end of a trail, but it's missing the beginning. I was just wondering if I could find some angle, or I might find a nice round white flower to line up to the bottom of that. Oh, there's this angle. That doesn't seem to give it to me either. Narrow perspective? Nope. And now it just looks like a cluster. It doesn't look like a nice neat line like it does closer to the front. Oh well, I looked. This is where it all began. I'm glad I came back. Nope, it's not quite lined up right, is it? There we go. Let me out of here! Let me out of here! Let me out of here! No. Hmm. I am actually very impressed in a technical standpoint for how he managed to get this whole line drawing mechanic to work, to properly function, based on a, the sense of a three-dimensional view giving you a two-dimensional connectivity, getting things to line up just right. The coding behind that, the logic, the actual programming, must be fascinating code to make it seem so natural, to get it to work when the colors are connected and all that. That's already solved. I don't need that last wire on. That's what it links to. There must be a line somewhere involving the sun. There must be. Well, the main reason I wanted to head back this way was for that trailer. And I did indeed find it. And deploy it. Eat that little... The cloud looks like the leaves of the tree from there. This looks like a drawing you'd see on a refrigerator. Neat little bit of imagination used there. Man, anything vaguely circular is starting to get my attention. There it is. It's not nearly as interesting looking from the other side. It's all about that cloud. So many neat little things they snuck in here, like the rocks that look like the turtle. So many little neat things. The design of this game. Yes, yes indeed. You are permitted to taunt me regarding that approximately once a week. I'm fine with that. Awful lot going on in my life right now, but I do very much intend to continue working on that book. But under the circumstances, I cannot make any actual promises as to when anything will actually get done. But it will happen. Alright, looks like what I need to do is get back on the frickin' boat. Oh yeah, one of these bloody things. Oh, what do you know? I looked into that one. Ooh, an audio log!
of all the communities available to us, there's not one I would want to devote myself to, except for the Society of True Searchers, which has very few living members at any time. Albert Einstein, 1924.
Hmm. Well, the voices are doing alright. Admittedly, that one did seem a little softer than most of them are. Alright, wait, what? Oh, nope. Gotta do that one on a sail-by, too. These sail-bys are freaking obnoxious. It's a neat idea and all, but there's so freaking many of them. So many times you have to pass by an area in the boat, often at slow speed. Some of them seem pretty damn finicky. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? Let's go back to the treetops. Full speed ahead. I don't suppose I might be able to, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be a good distance away there. Isn't there something at that promontory that I... Not sure all of a sudden. The bamboo forest area that I just kind of briefly passed through once. Seems like this box here might be blocking a circle. Sailing by this creepy cave again, which I'm assuming we get to from the other side. It was awfully slow to draw the shipwreck, huh? I probably still have things to do in there. All aboard! Be sure I need to park myself under the boat at some point because I thought I saw a ley line in its roof. Okay, oops. My hand wasn't in the right place. Oh, come on, you haven't loaded it yet? There we go. Okay, so can I open up the proper shortcut? Are you freaking serious? I suspect I will be stopping the stream to reboot the computer. What? Now I can't seem to move at all. There we go. Maybe. Sheesh! Yeah, we're gonna have to, System want restart, I think. I'll be, maybe I should just, go on break now. Well, it's slightly early. So where was that damn... Where was the one I was so stuck on? Well, it wasn't you. Yeah, you are the one. So it goes... like this. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I was so stuck on that one, but it did finally come to me eventually. Alright, take care, Jesendar. Catch you next time. Nope, that won't work. Oh! Party har. Yep. Oh, really? So that's how I'm supposed to do it. Alright, so let me make sure I have this nailed down in advance. So there's this version, which leads me to here, and that's where the switch is. And then I need to get a solution for this that goes straight across, which is going to be, what, this? And then that will not get me there. That will not get me anywhere. Alright, so in that case, I'll just leave you drawn... Nope. What am I doing? There we go. Leave you drawn this way. Okay. Alright, so the switch is here. The goal is here, and I have 15 seconds to get there. And it probably involves this path? No, this is now going way down out of the way. Bridge there that won't even open. I'm sure that was an essential part of it. How do I get to that walkway? It's probably going to require me to open up like every bridge fully before I actually see the proper route. keep looking up at the sun, hoping to find a trail somewhere. Right, this is the bridge that leads me to the target. Yeah, you've been completed. Hmm. Right, and there is another laser here, but it's not ready to go yet. I'm sure that the trigger is inside this building. It's just beneath here. I hit that switch, and then I have 15 seconds to get inside the building here. And the route that allows me to do this just doesn't seem to be in place yet. At any rate, yeah, it's looking to be that time, so let me just sort of double check this. Hold on a moment. I had the right idea, didn't I? You have an alternate solution. You can bend. Okay. I was thinking about it the right way. I just had another piece of the puzzle in the wrong spot. Okay. Right. I need to solve this with it bending. I don't think there was anything over that way. Stars need to be in portions with exactly 2 pieces of their color. I need to not have... nope, that's just silly. I'm gonna have to resolve this. I think I do want to try to look over there again. Wondering if I overlooked something before. I should try that once more. But obviously it needs to go to the right. And I can just link the 2 bridges together. They should be close enough. And then the whole switch thing should be trivial. Okay. Just gotta get my mindset back into these. I can separate out squares of the same color. That is fine. It's just that... Close? No, actually, that's not nearly as close as I would have thought. It looks to be how one starts it to, Wish it would redraw the path I had before. I suppose I could go watch my own VOD for it, right? Nope. So it would have been something like this, right? Yeah, okay. Which can be probably mirror imaged. No, actually, no. It's dependent on where the stars are. Okay, I thought I had a left-pointing solution for this before, but I seem to have forgotten it. Let's see if I can find it again. My instinct is to keep drawing the same bloody thing. Now the stars need to be in pairs. Ooh, nope, not quite. Not quite. Actually gives me... No. It's gonna... Those greens are gonna be in with purples either way. Unless... There we go! Ooh. That actually extends out far enough that I don't think I need to redirect you. Oh. Alright. Pew! Get that laser going. Yeah, yeah. Not that I need to go back up there. I'm not charging my laser! Phew! There we go. Ta-da! Yay. So what would a solution that aims to the left from here look like? Close, but not quite. So like this? Yeah. Now I can walk out onto here. And I'm not sure there was actually any significance to doing so. But, at least I can. Oh! That's all the significance I needed. Figured there had to be a reason. Had to be a reason somewhere. Okay. Had to be. The tree's odd looking. I can't help but notice that this cluster of wood here looks very much like a person. Not from, you know, the front there, but get to about here, and very much looks like Got a face and a hand. Looks kind of like he's kneeling. Artists had a lot of fun with this, I'm sure. Okay, this seems to be a reasonable place to break off for now. While I'm still in this area, let me see if I can... discern whether or not I actually completely finished this area. This is not going to necessarily be an easy thing to tell. Alright, so everything beyond the purple bridge there is done. Fixing it will go... This is what leads back to the dock. Okay, that's the way out. So we've got this route and this route. Let's look this way first. Looks like there was a bridge here at some point, and it's just plain gone now. It's like it broke off or something. I don't see anything of significance inside of there anyhow. And there's something up back in there that I haven't done. Oh heck, I am not done in here. You again. I don't know how to do those hollow blue squares yet. This is the first place I've seen them, and I haven't had any instruction on them. It is definitely not as simple as just treat it like another Tetris piece. Maybe it's an erasure of a Tetris piece? Which, when you apply that to an L shape, you get just a single square, so... An L plus a single square? Aha! Just needed to have that random flash of insight. Okay. Two tilty L's, those are mirror images of each other. They're not the same one. Cannot rotate. You are two vertical pieces, and we've got an orange star here and here, and green ones here and here. Actually, there's two of each, so... I don't think that's a concern, just as long as they're in the same section. No, that's gonna end up being... That looks right. It is. Okay. Oh! Cute! It's another one of these. Yep. Still have no idea what those do. I still have no idea what the actual logic behind them is. But they're so small, there's only so many routes through them that I've just been hitting them with relative ease. Alright, so that, it appears that is what I would have had to come here for. don't see anything else of significance from here. Or I suppose I could actually be writing down all of the correct solutions and see if I can discern the common logic there. But the simple fact of the matter is, so far it hasn't mattered. Although I'm probably going to get tested on it later. Hasn't happened yet. Did I miss a path up here? Oh my word, I did. You, no doubt, can get me over there. Perfect. Isn't that, like... That put... Huh. This looks like a shortcut back to the mainland. Huh. I think I like that. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think it would matter if I were to, I don't think it matters which side I connect up to here. So I'm guessing you have an alternate... Oh, of course you have an alternate solution. They can totally go together. Woohoo! Oh, one of those black pillars here. Right, and there's... Yeah, I know exactly what line that was. Okay. Seems like this pillar is telling me there are a couple more ley lines in there. Ooh. Those look very different from most of these other lines. That's a broken line. Huh. Well, this is a perspective I didn't have before. And I'm still not 100% I'm actually done in the treetop area, so let me give that one a last look over. Nope, not that way. There was, from that first room, right, the one where I can get back to the boat, yeah, up the tree, this way. Oh, and that leads to, okay. We would appear to be done in here. Oh no, I don't want to go back out to the boat, actually. I would actually very much like to go back out through that shortcut. So that I may check the area around it. Seems to be the side of the keep. That's about it. Here's the ground underneath. Yeah. You can see it from down here, but you can't actually do it. Because of the trees in the way. You need to get the overhead perspective on it, as I did. At least I can see what's actually casting the shadow now. That's kind of neat. Although I thought the one that... No, the one that I did was down here. This is the one that I did. How do I do... Oh, I can do it from here. Maybe. Jonathan! Come on. Don't be a dick. Ah. It wants to work. There we go, and it should pan down for me, yeah. There we go. Oh, there's another one on the wall here. I can't see the end of it. Here we go. Hiding amongst the shadows. Where does this even lead? Anywhere. It's to the water's edge, huh? Okay. Nope, that's not gonna be a ley line. Neither is that. Looked like it might have been interesting though. Underneath the underside of the bridges somewhere make a ley line. It's a nice round looking plant there. Ooh, that does want to be a ley line. Oh, you jerk! I have to go back up there and redirect that bridge to finish a frickin' ley line. I'm gonna take my break right here and now. I'm calling it here. I will be actually stopping the stream. Oh, hey Snap, good to see you here. I will be stopping the stream here, but I will of course be back on again in just a few minutes. And I will keep at this for a little while longer. It's very important that I don't go overtime tonight. Very important. I have business, extremely important business to take care of fairly early on. This looks like a tab. Hold the phone. Is there... a path drawable in the Azure? And it's getting further and further from what looks like a path. But that so looks like a tab. That looks so much like a tab. That has end of a line written all over it. Been looking for something in the clouds for a while now. I figure, you know, like the sun might be the start of a line. But, oh wow, the lasers actually look equidistant from here. Looks like there should be a few more. That cloud, that looks like the end of a line right here. Ah. Where would such a line start? Probably from the frickin' boat. From as far away from this as I can possibly get. And I've wandered like... Oh, wait! Oh! Okay, that's starting to look like a line in the clouds. But without a proper start, at least for now. And why is that one cloud gray? Oh, I see it. I see it forming. Oh, come on. You're doing it to me again. Thurp! 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 Yeah, it's, So how does one change the color of a cloud? Jonathan! I've said that quite a few times now. I don't suppose that... First of all, I should try to confirm where I am on the island to try to remind myself how to get back here. Alright, it's at River's Edge. It's near the end of the river. Okay. And I noticed that one of the pillars did actually have a line that looked like it was broken in the middle. Of course, another question is, would there be a different angle I could look at this at to where the gray cloud just gets completely covered by other white clouds? Hold on a second. No, I can't draw a line and move at the same time. Unless I'm on the boat. If I'm on the boat, then I can. But this is so much a matter of perspective here. I don't think there's any other place I can go to actually get this to line up right. Yeah, I'm not allowed to move. Oh well. So that one's a conundrum to be solved later. I wonder if there's a place you can stand where your own shadow becomes a very obvious line. Some place where you can see your shadow from the side. Go down from head to toe. It's just one of those random things you think about when you're messing around with a game like this. Hello. I don't think I wandered by this statue before. Relative colors. About to paint. Man, there's so many beautiful things in this game. Here we have what looks like the opposite, a dark circle that leads to a white path. But I don't think I have proper angle on that. Doesn't really look right, so to speak. Can I get a little higher up here? I can't believe how many of these frickin' ley lines are in the game. The quantity, the raw quantity is insane. Oh, I'm at the, okay. I said I was gonna go on break a while ago, and I still haven't. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That looks like it's gonna be lined up higher up. This whole game is a work of art. This goes down the side of the... Okay. It's either closer or further away, one or the other. Up the mountain was one place I had to go anyway, so, I guess I will go ahead and try to see it from here, and I will go on break while, once I've gotten up here, basically. Yeah, you can see that potential line is incredibly fragmented now. No, it must be just like further down and away. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I will instead hop back down into here. Your movements have been watched. You will die! Okay, and I will go on break now, and when I come back, I will work on this. I will be back online in a bit. Yuri?